Hello everyone. I recently purchased a book on eBay, a comic, a Bronze Age book. And I usually don't buy a lot of books on eBay because if you've watched my videos and my grading videos, I like to actually have the book in my hand because there's certain things that I look for. And I'd also made a mention that, if a dealer says it's a 9.2, I'm going to assume an 8.0. If he says it's an 8, I'm going to say a 6.57. I always knock off grades because people tend to overinflate their grading. So I will pay a price that I'm happy with, so when the book comes in, I'm not disappointed in the product that I receive because I basically paid for that product. I found a dealer on eBay. His feedback history was really good. He had a tremendous amount of books online. I was looking at some different books, and one of them caught my eye. I did a video just yesterday, as a matter of fact, talking about, as a kid growing up, purchasing my books from 7-Eleven, and this is one of the books that I remember buying as a kid, and with the cool cover. So we will take a look at it. Now, the dealer said that this book was going to grade out at a 9.2. He said a 9.2. The scan looked absolutely fantastic of the book, and we will take a look. But again, like I said, when I spoke to the dealer, we emailed back and forth on some prices and haggled on the price a little bit, and I just kind of explained to him that, I've been burnt in the past, and this is what I'm willing to pay for it. And we went back and forth, and we ultimately agreed. Very nice packaging. He, put a little personal note right there. Many thanks and a happy holidays. See, to me, that's big time when a person does that. So, that already has got me in a good mood. It's just a nice touch. So, the packaging is really good. Of course, came in between some cardboard. And where is my book? Where is my book? Here it is. Man-Thing, number 6. And I like this book because I remember as a kid looking at it, he was being stabbed with the sword, and he was getting stabbed by a couple of other guys, and, the woman on the bottom. I just remember thinking it was a really cool book. Now, you can see his markings on the back where he says it is a near mint 9.2. So I am going to now open up this book and take a look myself. Really cool bag right here. These bags I'm seeing with the stuff. Now, here we go. Come on now. Okay, well, again, he said 9.2. I'm already seeing some damage on the corner. Cover is decent. It is off center. There is rust at the staples. There is some stress lines. Back is fairly clean. Paper appears to be pretty good. Here's the big test. Dun dun dun. Staples are attached at the centerfold. So, looking at this book real closely, it is definitely not a 9.2. So this book is probably closer to I'm probably going to say, just off of a real quick test, a 8, 7.5 or an 8. I think I can give this an 8 and be fairly confident with it. Nothing higher than probably an 8. Because, like I said, it is miswrapped a little bit. You can see the difference in the wrapping. It's a little white, a little too much on that side. And there are some stress lines. And there is rust at the staples. Now, if you look at, if you look at books for an 8, you can take a look at 8 and Staples throw some discoloration, so that might fall under the some discoloration. And the cover wear is relatively flat. This is relatively flat, so it works that way. I'm not seeing a big, the spine roll is fairly big on that, because if you look at a 9, it says Staples. They offer some discoloring, but the things that get me on this one is, there are some markings on it. The one corner is pretty. There's a decent little knock on here, and the roll a little too much white. So again, confident that I can give this an 8. So I think it's probably an 8, probably closer to like a 7.5. That I look at it even closer. So I'm going with 7.5, which is probably going to be on this book. Very fine minus is what I would give this on the grading. So on the positive, shipping was fast. He got it to me very quickly. He was very easy to deal with. He didn't give you a big attitude when you haggled back and forth. But, there's a slight, some corners on some of these pages are missing. So, 7.5, 7.75. So, I basically paid what it was worth. So, again, this is a perfect reason why I always knock off from what they think it is, because as I said before, right on the back of his thing, it's got near mint minus. This is definitely nowhere near mint minus. So I would like to say thank you for watching the video. This is the reason why I always knock off a grade and a half when I buy a book, and why I really don't buy a lot of older books on the computer, because frankly, if I saw this in the comic store, I wouldn't have bought it. But that's it's hit and miss. You never know what you're going to get. So real quick video. Hope you enjoyed it. If not, as always, nothing I can do for you. Have a great night. Bye-bye.